Tamara here back again, and we're here to talk a little bit of parent inspiration, support. Salman, your team is
The Raiders Unlimited and also the North Carolina team because I have two boys who are here. So I'm one of those lucky parents whose two boys play cricket, and I'm here right now supporting one team, which is Houston, which Raiders Unlimited. The other team is North Carolina.
awesome. So you guys have some interesting conversations going on in your house.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. There's a lot of competition going on inside the house itself, but it's been great. It's been great.
How is that? Give us some insight on having two sons who play on opposing teams. Do they ever face off with each other? And then how is it really getting them to perform at their best?
Yeah, it's actually very interesting, and they're like 18 and 16, so they've been doing this for some time now. And I think the best thing was, I think we actually saw the best game of this tournament yesterday between those two teams. And it came down to the wire, last ball, and my younger son's team won. So, but they win some, they lose some, but it's been interesting having two boys in-house who are following cricket very passionately. And now I think tournaments like this give them that platform and the opportunity to come out there and play with the best in the country, right? So I think it's great. It's wonderful, Tamara.
Good, good. So you played cricket yourself.
I do, but not as much as I used to. What I'm 48 now. But I do play in some over 40 leagues once in a while, but not as much I used to play. Yeah. But it's been a passion.
I like that. That's really wonderful and kind of amazing to me that you can play cricket much longer than you would in any other sport comparatively.
Yeah, that's actually one of the best things about cricket, I think. And especially coming from where most of us come from, which is India, cricket is religion. And the fact that we are here in the U.S., and U.S. is a country which, is a sports-loving country. And I think slowly now you can see the growth of cricket as well in the U.S., which is great. And also within U.S., I would say Houston is probably the hub. And within Houston, I would say Prairie View is probably the real hub. And I think it's been great, actually. Last 4 or 5 years, we've been coming down here, playing a lot of good cricket. And a lot of people from across the world are now coming into US, specifically Houston. And that is taking the level of cricket like really high. And also, I think the infrastructure, the coaching and whatnot, it is way different than what it was 8 years back, 5 years back. So I think the kids are now very lucky that they're getting all this opportunity, great infrastructure and tournaments like this that is helping them do much better than what the older guys had, right? So that's what I would say.
Wonderful. What are your some of your hopes and ambitions, not just for the youth, but even for the players currently that all in all are making history with cricket in America?
Yeah. No, I think it's great, as I said, right? I think the key thing is the quality of the cricket and the sport here in the US is going up. You could see that in USA's performance in the World Cup. And that has really, really given a lot of encouragement to look forward to for all the younger cricketers who are watching the game, right? So I think it's been great, and I think the future looks pretty bright with the Olympics 2028 and cricket being part of it. I feel that there will be a lot more cricket that's going to happen in this country. And so far it's been good, but I think there will be a lot more that needs to come in the next 2 to 3 years. I feel there's a lot more that's going to happen.
I agree. Do you think we have a few Olympic hopefuls here during this tournament?
That's a great question. I really hope that is the case. I know a few. Actually, you know what? If you look at it, the one of the best things about this tournament is that it brings you in the top 20 under 23s, under 19s, and the under 16s together. And that means that some of these under 23s have been performing really well. Most of them have actually played and represented the US. We have a lot of them, like from Pranav to Joshua Trump. I mean, he has not played for the US, but he's a player who's already played for Major League and Minor League. Matt Trump is here. Ali Sheikh is here, again a Major League player. And a lot of other, I'm not remembering all the names, but a lot of USA under 19 players are playing here. A lot of ex-USA players are also playing here. And some of these 16-year-olds are getting this opportunity to rub shoulders with them and try and see where they are when compared to some of the bigger players that they have always looked up to, right? So the format of the play of this tournament actually gives that opportunity for the younger ones to rub shoulders and see how good they are. And I'm sure there will be a few under 16s here, or maybe even under 19s who will be playing in that LA Olympics. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah.
I think it's pretty phenomenal enough that a lot of our younger members in cricket are making major and minor league teams. How important do you think that becomes within households that are preparing their cricketers for higher performance levels?
Oh, I think it's very important. I think that was one of the largest and one of the best changes that have happened in the U.S. with 3-4 years back when minor league started, and a couple years back when Major League started. I've actually invested in Seattle Thunderbolts, adding that in. So one of the minor league teams, and they were the champions in 2022. So I think it was one of the best things because that brought in a lot of professionalism into the sport, which was probably missing earlier, right? Both, whether it's USA cricket and with the hub system and the U19s, under 15s, under 23s, and the structure they have put in place, it's been great. And I think a lot of youth cricketers are coming through that system and the pathway right now. And on the other hand, you have the franchisee system, and USJL is an example of that in the youth structure. But as they get to that adult sport, you have the minor league and the major league, and both encourage youth to be part of the rosters. And I think that's a great motivation for younger kids and the younger players to actually aspire to get into minor league and major league and rub shoulders now with the international players, which I think is amazing. This kind of platform never existed in the US. And now it's all possible, and I think it's all going in the right direction. And that's why I'm very hopeful of the sport in the US. I'm a believer, so I think it's going to see some great heights in the near future.
Well, we're very ambitious about your